So do not let your attention wander, because these lessons are very interesting and very, very important. This is basically the lessons which were given by Bhishma Pitama on his deathbed. Like the lessons given by Sri Krishna to Uddhava on his deathbed were called the Uddhav Gita. So let us call this as a Bhishma Gita. So we will get a better understanding of this subject. Now Bhishma is passing away. As you know, he is lying on the bed of arrows, and everybody is gathered around him. Right from the Pandavas on one side to the whatever family that is remaining over there. Kunti is also there. Arjuna has also come. Sri Krishna is also standing over there. Everybody. Literally all the gods, sages and saints from the past also are standing there. They are listening to Bhishma Pitama's very important lessons. And Bhishma Pitama is saying, I am so happy to see that the Lord, Almighty God Himself is standing over here. Okay. So now, what does he actually mean by that? What he means is that Sri Krishna, in his original form, as the divine manifestation, has taken a human form which hardly anybody knows about. And he is standing right there in front of him. Now, Yudhishthir is asking some questions. Because remember, Bhishma Pitama is the religious knowledge that we carry within our system. As I said, religion is an extremely important part of our life. When we say the word follow religiously, means you have to be, your approach has to be very, very religious. It should not be contaminated by other things. You should be diligently following what is being said. And Bhishma Pitama represents that particular thing. So today we are going to do a very interesting episode where Bhishma Pitama is going to give some of the most divine teachings, just like the Bhagavad Gita, just like the Uddhav Gita, and just like all the Gitas that are there in the world. So now let us begin our today's satsang by starting verse 24 onwards. So we are doing Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 1 chapter 9 verse 24. May my Lord, who is four-handed and whose beautifully decorated lotus face with eyes as red as the rising sun is smiling, kindly await me at the moment when I quit the material body. So here is Bhishma Pitama very happy to see Sri Krishna himself, the Paramatma himself, standing in front of him, ready to take him towards the heavens. How many people get this opportunity? Very few people actually get this opportunity where the Lord himself is standing over there at your deathbed. If you may recollect, there are certain other people in this world also who take the name of the Lord and then they go towards that particular heaven. But here the Lord himself has come down to see him. So isn't it very strange to say that Sri Krishna himself has come to release Bhishma Pitama from the agony of going to any other place except to his own. And he is looking at him and says, I can see you, the four-armed one, the Paramatma himself standing beautifully in front of me. I can see his face and his beautiful eyes. He says, Imagine him awaiting me to die. It's an ironical statement, but it's a very wonderful statement to actually understand. So Sutta said, Maharaj Yudhishthir, after hearing Bhishma Dev speak in this appealing tone, asked him in the presence of the great rishis about the essential principles of the various religious duties. I told you that Bhishma Pitama represents religion within us. Okay? And when he represents religion within us, naturally we are going to ask the question to the religious authority of Bhishma Pitama, and Yudhishthir is now getting ready to ask him the important questions. Now the first thing which he tackles is, what are the essential principles of religion? See, there are religious duties which we have to perform. Okay? I have to clear these things for you because there are certain misinterpretations going on in the world. So this is a very important verses that you need to pay attention to. What are these religious duties? Some people believe that the religious duties means doing some kind of a puja, part or this or that. 90% of the world is not even bothered about it. Are they bothered? Are they doing some religious duties? Do you think people in our countries across the world are actually following religion in a particular manner? Nobody does it. So what does it actually mean to us? See, you have to understand, when we follow the religious principles, they are not that archaic type of religious principles. Archaic are the old-fashioned type. Today we are living in a very modern age. And the modern age has defined a lot of things. The mind is literally taken over by artificial intelligence today. Can you see that? Your own mind, what you can think of, is now being thought of by AI. I mean, you don't even have to do anything. You just have to give your input, say, can you write this essay? Can you write this for me? Can you write that for me? Can you do this for me? It is going to do just like that. So you will find that the current level of artificial intelligence is, it's growing. And as we advance in the coming years, you will find that a lot of changes are going to happen. In ancient times, the intelligence was restricted to a certain class of people. Today, on your phone, you pick up your phone and you can ask for any information any place in the world. It may be a scientific document, written in some university, something like that. And you will be able to get it. You have AI which will do a lot of decoding for you. It can write codes also. It can create an app also. It can create images also. You can tell the AI to create some image, it is going to do it for you. Do you get the whole point of it? Just can we follow the principles of religion and whatever that we have learned from the past today? There is a very big discrepancy here. So the decoding of these verses is very, very important. It has to adapt to the current condition. Think about it. We are not living in a stone age. We are not going out to hunt animals. People are doing all their pujas and prarthanas even on the internet. You just give one money and you are getting direct darshan. Earlier, if I had to take a darshan, I had to go stand in a queue, take the tickets, do all kinds of things, isn't it? Today, I just open my TV or my phone or my, internet connection. I am directly in Tirupati. I am directly in Shirdi. Can you imagine that? And I may be doing a 360-degree, pradakshana right over there also if I have need to. Can you not understand that? There was a time when I have to request people, can you perform this puja for me? Can you do that? Do you think today it is valid? I don't think so. Even the Panditjis, they open the app and they keep on saying the mantras from that app. Every puja that I've had for the last 10 years, I have seen all these people who come and do the pujas, they open your phone and they just mouth what is written over there. And by the way, that is playing in the background. We have come to this stage. The advancement in the technology. I hope you get the point. So, what are the essential religious principles of various religious duties? This is an extremely important chapter and a very, very important verse which we are going to do now. See, this verse is very critical for all those who follow our past. That is, you may be from a certain place, you may be from a certain location or whatever. We have to follow this very, very properly. So let us see the verse. At Maharaj Yudhishthir's inquiry, Bhishma Dev first defined all the classification of castes and the order of life in terms of individuals' qualification. Then he systematically in twofold divisions described counteraction by detachment and interaction by attachment. Okay? So first step over here. Yudhishthir is asking him what are the religious duties. And Bhishma Pitama is giving a satsang. He says, first and foremost, let me define to you what everybody thinks is a caste system. Now, as per our old timers, caste system is I am Brahmin, I am this, I am that. I am a Kshatriya. A Kshatriya today has never even taken one knife in hand. I mean, think about it. Have you seen a Kshatriya taking a knife in hand? There are people who say, I am a Brahmin. Okay? They are eating fish and this and that. You think, where do you think I come from? My entire family comes from what is called as the Gaud Saraswat Brahman. In my house, in my grandmother's and grandfather's house, we had fish twice in a week, all non-vegetarian once or twice in a week, and we called ourselves Gaud Saraswat Brahman. We have also donated huge amount of property to the Gaud Saraswat Brahman people. Being a rich landlord from Mumbai, handing over properties to these people. But what Brahman are we talking about? So here you have somebody who is indulging in fish and all that kind of thing. Similarly, a Kshatriya has never fought in any wars. No, he doesn't. We have Kshatriyas sitting amongst us also just now. Have they ever gone on a war? Have they ever taken one talwar in their hand or one, rifle or bayonet or something like that? Nothing. They have not done anything. They are afraid of even going to the government offices. They will say, oh my God, I have to pay the income tax, I have to pay this, I have to pay that. They are afraid. A Kshatriya is not supposed to be afraid. A Kshatriya should be so dynamic that he can stand against the authority also. But what kind of Kshatriyas do we have over here today? So you will find that people are like this. Vaishyas. If you go and see this Wall Street to Bombay, Dalal Street to everybody street in the world, whether you say Japan to Australia to every other country, including India and, Europe and all that, the people who are dealing in money, in stock exchange, what do you think, they are Vaishyas or what? So this concept of these Brahmanas and Kshatriyas is destroyed over here when he uses the word The orders in life in terms of individual qualification. The individual qualification is what? How do you get classified? How do you get qualified? So it is not with the thing that you are having, it's the qualification which comes to you. So what is the qualification? So there are 4 types, okay, which is also mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna describes it. He says, from the head came something, from the heart came something, from the... You understand all those things he has mentioned. From my feet came whatever. I don't care about that because this is a way of putting it. But your explanation is very, very important. So listen to the explanation. The so-called Brahman, the word itself describes a very, very narrow field. It is called the knowledge of Brahma. So Brahmanyani, those who have the knowledge from the Brahma. How many do you think are Brahmanyanis in this world today? Can you name a few of them? I don't think I have ever met a Brahmanyani in my life. Maybe a few of them, of course. But those people are incognito. They won't even tell you they are Brahmanyani. They will behave like jungly people. They are Brahmanyanis. They will keep quiet. A Brahmanyani is not supposed to open his mouth and keep on blabbering. So, a Brahmanyani is a Brahman. It is what he does. It is in terms of individual qualification. He is only qualified when he has the Brahmanyana. Do you get this point? Now let us come to the second one, which is called the Kshatriyas. When we look at this term called Kshatriya, Kshatra. Kshatra comes from the word Kshetra. Kshetra means a region or a place. So the kings of a Kshetra, like we say Kshetragnya. Kshetragnya, you have heard this word, no? Kshetra and the Kshetragnya. We have heard it in the Bhagavad Gita. Now here also the Kshetra, a place. The people who rule the place. Today, do you think there is a person who is ruling, say, Bangalore? Allah, nobody is there. Politicians are there. Somebody is the mayor, somebody is the chief minister, somebody is the prime minister, somebody is the president also. Is he ruling this whole place? Yes. So they become a Kshatriya. How is that possible? We have a person from the lower caste. No. There is nothing like that. Somebody who is a leader. So the leader amongst people is a Kshatriya. Now, in the Kshetra also a very interesting thing comes up. Today, you have seen this person, okay, SoftBank fellow. He is telling Donald Trump, I will give you $500 billion. Did he say these words? This man is sitting on top of a lot of money-making thing, a machinery, a company. Mr. Elon Musk is also sitting on top of a very big organization, isn't he? Recently Ratan Tata died. Ratan Tata was also leading an organization. So it is like his territory, isn't it? So you have one territory, your company is there, Unilever, Procter and Gamble, Hindustan Lever, I don't know, all these names are there, big, Coca-Cola. So all these big organizations, are they like big companies and big conglomerates or no, they own something. So they are owners of that. So the top bosses who control all these kida makodas below. Why am I saying kida makodas? Because those people have no value in their life. They are there only for the money. They are given some work. Go clean my toilet. So like that, they are that kind of people. So those who rule other people, they rule states, they rule companies. They have lots of people under them. Administrators. You see, today you don't have to go and fight a war. You can just manipulate your buttons, tuck, 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 and you can send one drone and destroy one place up. This is what we have come to. So today's day and age, all things have changed, right? So these people who have the control over the buttons, tung, 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 they do button control. I'm not talking about the wife, okay? Otherwise tomorrow you will say, okay, the husband is controlled by the wife, tick, 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 like that. Okay, that is also possible. So let us come back to it. So Kshatriyas are those people who have control. They are leaders. I can't say leaders among men because they are leaders amongst people. Only two, men and women, male and female, no third. Okay, so don't talk about the third. Donald Trump threw the third one out. So let us come back to our story. So these are the people who are leaders. Number two. Number three, those who are only doing transactions all the time. They buy, they sell, they do this, they do that. Who does that? All the traders, all the people, the stock exchange fellows, what do? Hey, chalo ye leo, ye kharido, wo becho, kharido, becho. They buy and they sell and they buy and they sell. They are doing nothing actually. They are sitting on their phones or they are sitting on their laptop and doing something. They are doing some trading. Similarly, you will find that companies like Amazon is there. Dunzo and Manzo and all those kind of companies are also there. Are they there or not? What are they doing? They are transacting. So transactions that are done are those whom we can call the third type. In olden times they were called Vaishyas. Now can a so-called Brahmana from the past, can he be doing playing the stock exchange today? Of course. You see, somebody who calls himself a Brahmana, he will be wearing the pavet and everything, and he may be saying the prayers also, and on the other side he is taking his phone. Are becho, 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 becho. Are bad gaya, bad gaya, bad gaya. You see, upar gaya, niche gaya. They are doing that. What are they doing? Transacting. So they are not called that. They are called these Vaishyas. And then the general category. No SC, ST, nothing like that. Everybody comes in the category where I am serving somebody. I am serving somebody. I am somebody's servant. In company also, what are you doing? You are a servant of your boss only, no? Or what? You are leading the organization. You are not a CEO of the company. So you are just leading the organization. You may have a team. But for the team, you are Shudra. You understand? You may be whatever big designation you may have. But they will think of you as you are also reporting to your boss. Isn't it? So you are also treated like that only. So there are these four major classes. I hope you got the point very clear now. First is the knowledgeable, the person who knows Brahma, which means basically the spiritual perfectionist, which hardly exists today. Second one is a leader amongst people. Okay. The third one is a transaction person who does all kinds of transactions. Lena dena, take, buy, sell, take this and take that. And then the fourth, somebody who is serving another person. So think about it. This is the order of life in terms of individual qualifications. These are qualifications. This has nothing to do with your past. I hope you get the point. You are qualified in what you are doing. Your doership is important. Okay? And this is what he means over here. Then he says something very unique. He systematically did the analysis in twofold divisions, described counteraction by detachment and interaction by attachment. I will ask you a simple question. Yesterday we were talking about some person. And we asked, or rather today in the morning. So the question that was raised was, how does this person, what is his nature? So we were told, oh, he only runs after money. What did he say? He only runs after money. Alright. Now, runs after money means what? He is only bothered that he earns and earns. He must have changed at least 10 jobs in the last 10 years. And at every job he gets a very good salary, a very good salary, a very good salary, very good. Well, today he must be earning quite a lot. He is only focused on money. He is not focused on anything in the world. He is the son of a salt pan worker. You know what a salt pan worker is? Near the seashore you have salt pans, isn't it? So this person's father is a worker in a salt pan. So during the course of the summer months, they have to take out the salt from there and sell it. The son has gone and done his post-graduation also in engineering and some other subject. A salt pan son owner, or not owner, a worker, has become an IT specialist, information technology specialist. And he is only running after money. Do you understand? This is called attachment. Interaction with attachment. What is he interacting with? Whatever job that he is doing, and interacting with what? Money. It is an attachment to the money that he is using his capabilities. Now let us go back in order of life in terms of individual qualification. Order of life. What order of life he is coming from? The order of life is, he is a salt farmer. Tell me something. Can a person make money in salt? 1000% he can make money in salt. Do you know how much of money is there in salt alone? Have you heard of the Pakistanis who are selling red color salt from the Himalayas? Go and see the rate of this Himalayan salt in America. Go see 1 kilo of that salt. What is the price of 1 kilo of the salt? All Americans, you can please tell me. Americans will know the rate, and in Europe also. What is the rate of 1 kilo of this Himalayan red color salt or black color salt? You will be amazed to know this. The salt which is available today. You see, during my childhood, I will buy salt 1 kilo for 25 paisa. You won't even know what paisa stands for today. Huh? And then it became 1 rupee for 1 packet of salt. That time we got packet salt. Earlier we were getting the crystal salt. There is a lot of money in it. You just have to use your upper story. Yeah, $9 to $17. My course is for $10. One salt kilo, 1 kilo I will give maybe. Silly. I mean, think about it. You can earn so much out of it. By the way, that salt is the most dangerous salt in the world. Kindly don't eat it. Because it has got radiations of cobalt and other substances in it that can cause you misery in your life. You want to have cancer, please go and eat that salt. Okay? Go and Google and ask the question, Himalayan salt contamination with radiation. And you will be amazed to read that article which says how much of deadly contamination is there. It contains trace elements of activated, chemicals. Please don't eat this kind of thing. Understand? Why do you want to harm yourself? So this is the reason why you will find that even in salt you can make money. Now, counteraction by detachment. A Brahmana is supposed to be detached from the second type, leadership position. And there are gurus in this world who are leaders. I mean, I want you to think about it. They should be practicing counteraction by detachment, isn't it? These Brahmanas, so-called knowledge givers, they should not become leaders. And leaders should never try to teach the Brahmanyana. I hope you get the point. There are world leaders who are teaching spiritual subjects to people. I saw one person recently. He was a person who is working in one MNC, very big fellow, IT company or something like that. Suddenly one day he says, I realize that I have become realized. I realize that I have become realized. So from today onwards, I am going to teach you on Ramana Maharshi and Nisargadatta Maharaj and this one and that one, and I am the self-realized person. You can't have an employee of a company becoming realized like that, boss. And that too because he is jobless. He didn't have a job during pandemic. You see, when you have no job to do, we have one saying in Marathi, Rikama sutar baiko che kuletasi. Okay? The person has nothing to do. Sutar means carpenter. What is he going to do, poor fellow? In the Marathi we have this saying. These people have nothing to do. They are just sitting at home and maybe watching TV. Or, full day scrolling on Instagram, TikTok, this, that. What else they will do? And by seeing TikTok and Instagram and all these channels, he got realization. Oh, what he said was very strange. This person says, I was walking in the park and I suddenly got realization. You don't walk in the park and get realization, sir. So I went to listen to this idiot. And I don't know what he is talking about, or some utter nonsense. So for me it was like, oh my God, how can a person talk like that? Sir, realization is different ball game altogether. Even in your lifetimes after lifetimes, you don't get realization by walking in a Delhi park, especially with all that, dust in the air and all that, particulates. I hope you get the point. You will get particulates in your brain instead of having realization. I got realized because I got particles in my brain and all the body parts. This is wrong. So you can't have those kind of things going on. How many years did it take Ramana Maharshi to get realization? How many years does it take for Ramakrishna Paramahansa to be standing in front of Kali Ma all the time and when he got realization? How many years does it take Swami Vivekananda, who is Nar himself? He is Narayana, he is Nar. How many years do you think it takes for a person to be lost in the spiritual to get realization? Common sense will tell a normal person, it doesn't happen. You can keep on attending spiritual satsang, you can keep on, you can by heart like chat GPT, blah, 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 and keep on puking it also. Doesn't make anybody realize. So here he says, counteraction by detachment. You have to show detachment in this world. By wearing some fancy clothes, you can't give some satsangs. Oh, I am enlightened person. So here the answer is, a Brahmana cannot emulate another person. I got $1 billion in my bank account. Huh? Sir, you are a spiritual teacher. You got $1 billion in bank account. Yeah. I run one organization. Yoga organization. I teach yoga. You don't teach yoga and become a billionaire, sir. This is the problem. A Brahmana is like Ramakrishna Paramahansa. He doesn't have even 1 penny with him. A Brahmana is like Sai Baba of Shirdi. If you remember, just at the time of death, he takes some money and he gives it to that lady, Lakshmi Bai, take this. All the coins he gives her, and then he passes away. They don't have money in their lockers. Okay? That frizzy-haired fellow had crores of rupees in his locker. Don't you think so? You don't do that. You don't become a businessman, sir. No. Then, a businessman is not supposed to do spiritual stuff. So you can't have Mr. Bill Gates telling us, God is great. I am going to teach you tomorrow some Bible or something like that. You can't do that. You are having money in the bank. Money in the bank doesn't give you qualification for teaching. You have to have detachment. That is what he says. Counteraction by detachment. I hope you are getting this point clear. Counteraction by detachment. So some things you have to be detached from. A Brahmana will be working. Brahmana means the knower of Brahma, enlightened person. Now don't think of Brahmana as the way which worldly person thinks. A Brahmana can be behaving like a dog also. Okay, how? He can be eating from the dustbin. He could be working in somebody's house. It is allowed. An enlightened person is allowed all these things. But a non-enlightened person is not allowed any of these things. The normal thing which you need to understand is, whichever classification you are in, you have to stay in your classification. But what is your history talking about? If you come from a forefathers of Munimjis, you know what is a Munimji? Accountants. You know accountants, no? So if you come from a family of accountants, you can become a chartered accountant, no problem. You can become a CA also. You can become a cost accountant. You can work in accountancy department also, no problem. You are doing your Swadharma. Very good. If your father is a farmer, why are you working for IT company? For what reason? You are disobeying it. The Dharma is not allowing you to do this. So, understand one thing. A very interesting thing happened. A few days ago, there was inauguration of the President of America. You saw that or no? So So in the President of America was giving one nice speech, and he was saying, I solemnly swear or whatever, he gave a nice speech, Dhinchak speech he gave. And then on top of that, then he introduces my son, Mr. Baron Trump. And Baron Trump gets up. He must be some 10 feet tall or 20 feet tall, I don't know. Very tall fellow. Very tall fellow. He gets up from his seat like this. He is doing only this much. Okay? Everybody is clapping and he says who he is or whatever. And then people are clapping. You know what he did in the end? You see that action speaks words. It tells a person, here is a person who is following his father's footsteps. This man is ready for taking the throne in the next 10 or 20 years. He is capable. He is a person who is following the steps of his family, which is good. He's a leader. Remember Kshatriya. He's a Kshatriya from our definition which we did. What are you? You are working in some stupid organization like a servant. You have some fancy designations in your name, Oh, I am this and I am that. You don't even have control over how much money you can take from the company. You are dependent on those people offering you salaries. You can't even decide anything. You are told this job you have to do. Are you a servant over there or are you a leader over there? Decides, no? You are a servant par excellence. So now you are servant, but your father or your mother or whoever, your family people are landowners. They have 50 acres of land over there and they are doing farming and you are joining some company as human resources person or something like that. You are doing injustice in this world. You should not be doing that. And this is the Dharma which is being taught by Bhishma Pitama. See what he says again. I will read this line. Bhishma Dev first defined the classification of castes. I defined the caste to you all, right? And the order of life. What is the order of life? I told you the order of life is if you are a king, your son is going to be the emperor later on. He has to be taught like a king. Do you know in the course which I am taking, do you know what exactly I am going to do? Do you know this? I am going to teach you how to train your child to become the king. I don't want you to be an ordinary person. He has to follow the legacy, become a leader. Not some ordinary person from the roadside. Oh, what are you doing? I did my engineering. I am joining one IT company as a servant over there. No, I am working for big organization. In big organization, you are a very small servant. Even in my house also, I will have one servant. What are you doing? I am housekeeping. Housekeeping? What job is that? So please understand, you got to build this legacy. The legacy is extremely important. Do you want your son or your daughter to become like, Baron Trump, or do you want to become like a barren person on the roadside? No money, nothing. Like you are today, depending, where will I get the money from? What am I going to do? I don't have a house. Tomorrow Baron Trump can give you citizenship by one sign, one signature, tuck. Yeah, you become a citizen of this country. He can sign one paper and say, okay, this country is free. With one paper signature, he can say, Canada is my country. You think he can't do that? Of course he can do that. People may not like this. But that is what the power is all about. Do you want your children to become like you? Full day crying, full day bothered about money, full day bothered about where will I get the money from? I don't know what I'm going to do. Is that what you want to do in your life? Tomorrow there are no jobs, by the way. I hope you get the point. All AI will take up all your jobs. What are you going to do? Take one katori and go out in the market? No, no. Bhagwan ke naam pe de de Baba. Oh, you are not going to do that. Train your children and train yourself to be leaders. It happens by the way in which order of life is there. And it is the individual qualification. I am here to qualify you, don't worry. I trained Karna also to be the king. But that guy went and did something wrong. That's a different story. So, do that. Systematically, there are two folds, divisions. I just now explained to you what is counteraction by detachment. Detachment means staying away from all that. As a knowledgeable person, you can't be going and begging for money everywhere and saying, oh, I am going to do this and I am going to do that. I got money in the bank. No, you should have zero account in your bank. No bank balance. No. So all the knowledgeable type, all Brahmanas should be like Bhikari people. Kshatriyas can be leaders. They can manipulate. Hey, you go sit there. Hey, you stand up. Hey, go to the toilet just now. You can tell those people everything. You can command people. The other person, take in low rate, sell in high rate. Got the point? The third one. And the fourth one, always think, my boss tells me what I am supposed to do, but I never do. I am a lazy fellow. I am always in tamas. If he gives me a job which I can finish in one day, I take 1 month to finish it, and that too I make 100 mistakes. So that he will give the same job to me next month also. That is the last type. Lazy bone, full of tamas. If he was not a lazy bone, don't you think he would have become a leader? Do you get the point or no? It is by, did you see? In terms of individual qualification, work hard, become a leader. How do you think Mr. Donald Trump became a leader? Go and read his book. You will understand what he did. Same thing. There are lots of people who became leaders. You can become by qualification, okay? You are allowed that. But everybody wants to be a last category. Becoming engineers and PhDs, you want to become only the last category. No. So this is verse 26. I have explained to you what it means in detail. We will stop over here.
Recording stopped.